India is a huge market for laptop and smartphone users. The number of smartphone users in India is around 800 million, and this is expected to double in the next 15 years, compared to 300 million smartphone users currently in the US. And Apple knows this. There is aggressive marketing, reduced rates, new iPhone factories in India. But if you are a smartphone user in India and you are planning to buy an Apple product, should you buy in India or should you ask your friend or relative to get one from the US? What should you know before buying? Let me help you. Let's start with the iPhone 14. These are the prices for some common storage options of iPhone 14 and 14 Plus currently in the US. I've rounded it off for easy understanding. What you might not know immediately from the website is this price is before sales tax. Every state in the US has a sales tax, which will be added to this price when you buy. In Washington state, the sales tax is 10%, meaning the price of an iPhone 14 will be $880 and not $800 as stated in the website. Same goes for every model of the iPhone. If we convert this to Indian rupees at an approximate conversion rate of 83 rupees, the iPhone 14 model will cost you this much when you buy or ask someone to buy for you from the US. Now, let's see what's the price of these models in India. I've rounded the price again for easy understanding. For sure, the price of iPhone 14 model are more in India compared to the US. But by how much? If you think about it, it's not by a lot. The markup is roughly 9.3%, or your iPhone will cost 9.3% more than what it would cost if you bought it from US. If you take an iPhone 14 Plus 128GB model, the price difference is less than 8,000 rupees for a phone priced for almost 1 lakh rupees. You know, every iPhone comes with 1 year of warranty and 90 days of technical support. If you simply bring an iPhone from the US, the warranty simply doesn't work so easily. So in my opinion, it's really not worth getting an iPhone 14 or 14 Plus from the US. Just get an iPhone from a local retailer in India and think of the additional price as the price of 1 year of warranty. What about the iPhone 14 Pro models? That's a whole different story. Let's do the same calculations as we did for the iPhone 14. Here are the prices for iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max models. And here's the price with the sales tax. And the price in Indian rupees after conversion, or the price you will pay if you get the phone from the US. Now, this is how much it is priced locally in India. Something is off, right? Let's see the price difference between Indian retail and the US prices. This is not at all right. The price of iPhone 14 Pro models are marked up significantly higher than that in the US. Look at this example. An iPhone 14 Plus 256GB and iPhone 14 Pro 128GB cost the same, $1,000 in the US. So ideally, they should have cost the same in India as well. But look at the difference. $1,000 phone costs 1 lakh in India, while another $1,000 phone costs 1,30,000 in India. Now look at the price difference between US and India. There is almost a 40,000 rupees difference. The markup is almost 40% more for all Pro models. In this case, if you are planning to get a Pro model iPhone, it's better to get one from the US for personal use. The sad part is, even if you fly from India to Dubai and get an iPhone 14 Pro Max, you will still save some money. So please choose wisely. The reason for this jacked up prices for iPhone 14 Pro models could be that the 14 Pro model is being assembled in India, while the Pro models are not. But either way, Indian consumers are at a loss here. Okay, how about the iPad models? There are 6 different iPad models with multiple storage options. So it's not very easy to compare everything. Let's compare just a couple of common options: the iPad Air and the new iPad 10th Gen. Doing the same kind of calculation like we did before, we can see a price difference of 5,000 rupees for the base model iPad Air, which is not at all bad. For the 10th Gen iPad base model, the price difference is less than 4,000 rupees. So considering the warranty and the ability to drop by an Apple store for any issue, I would highly recommend getting an iPad from a local retailer in India itself. Even with going for the highest end iPad, we can see a similar trend of around 20,000 difference between US and Indian pricing, which again is not bad at all, but the markup is generally less than 10% for the cheaper iPads and it's slightly over 10% for the expensive ones. But everything is fairly close to 10%. Next, MacBooks. I would say MacBooks have a really close pricing as in the US. In fact, even a base model MacBook Pro and 14-inch MacBook Pro, the prices are really comparable, even better than an iPad actually. The difference is less than 10,000 rupees for a 16-inch MacBook Pro 1TB model. The actual pricing is over 3,30,000 rupees. The markup for MacBook Pros are lowest amongst all Apple products. The most expensive MacBook Pro is just 3% more expensive in India than in the US. The AirPods, Apple Watch in general have have a 25% markup from the US prices. Overall, I would say any markup less than 10% is still a good deal to be buying locally within the country, considering the warranty and technical support availability. With that, iPhone 14, lower-end iPads, all MacBook laptops can be bought within India. The iPhone Pro models, higher-spec iPads, AirPods, Apple Watches are all much cheaper buying outside the country for personal use if possible. Just realize that iPhones are already super expensive in the Indian market. As per purchase power parity, it's like an US citizen buying a smartphone for $4,350. So choose your purchase wisely. I'll attach the spreadsheet in the description for you to check it out. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and like the video. I'll see you in the next one. This is Anjana. Bye-bye.